Let's do this! Hi, my name is Mello, and today I want to set up my newest bullet journal with you guys. And I know, I know, it's already July, so I should have already posted something like that, but honestly, nobody knows me, nobody really cares what I do, so feel free to hate. So before we set up my bullet journal, I wanted to talk about something I have been experiencing, which I would like to call a bullet journal burnout. And I feel like other people also have been experiencing it, or at least I have seen more and more videos talking about this topic. What I mean is I just feel overwhelmed with my bullet journal. I feel like I don't have time or energy, especially since I moved out of my parents' house and now I have a full-time job and I want to exercise and I want to make videos. It's just becoming a little bit overwhelming and I just don't have the time anymore. I don't have the time or energy to sit down every night for 2 hours and draw in my journal or plan new things. I'm going to do something I really don't want to do, but it has to be done. I have to reduce my bullet journal. I know, it's terrible. You guys don't want to do it. It's okay. You don't have to, okay? This is my decision. Not everybody's struggling with this, but I think this will help me. So let's talk about it and let's see what we can do to change it. I'm sorry, it's so hot here and I'm noticing that the sun is moving. So if this video is changing, blame the sun, not me, okay? It's late. I am back from work. I can't film earlier. It's summer. The most important thing is now we are going to do my bullet journal. I already sketched it out. I don't care if other people don't. I need to sketch it out. And let me tell you something. Even though I sketched everything out, I messed up like 3 times, okay? It was terrible. I'm just not used to have a camera over my head and I was trying to draw like this. So you have to imagine myself all the time drawing like this, and then at some point I just gave up. I just gave up and you will see my head. Like, I don't even care anymore. But it looked way better. Let's do this. Oh, it's shaky. Okay. Alright, let's get started. This is my newest journal from Notebook Therapy. I already wrote down my name, Flamello. Like, subscribe and follow if you want. And here we go. As mentioned, we are going to minimalize decorations and prioritize functionality. So I am only going to use these 3 colors from Mild Diner. I still want the Bujo to look nice, so I chose a simple color palette that I liked. I'm also going to use the Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen for thicker lines and the Tombow Mono drying pen in 0.3 for my thinner lines. And of course, a ruler. Crazy, I know. This is my overview page. In the past, I used to make these crazy, detailed and decorated pages. But like I said, this video is about lowering my effort and making our Bujo more productive and less stressful. So on this page, I'm only going to note the most important informations, meaning the year, months and key system of the Bujo. At this point, I do know all the key by memory, but I still like to write them down. It's kind of like a ritual that I do for all my Bujos, I guess. If you don't understand the keys and would be interested in me doing a more detailed video about the system that I use, let me know, I guess. But I don't think anybody cares. The index is just an index. This is probably the most boring page, so let's keep going. This is the first page I'm going to add. If you follow Amanda Lee, you have already heard about this spread. It's the famous script sheet, but I really dumped it down. This is basically a spread where I can see how my Bujo is divided and how many boxes I have. Now let me tell you, this was a struggle to create with a camera over your head and trying not to block it. So the lines came out terribly. In the end, I think it came out okay, but it doesn't matter because, as I said, we want to simplify everything and not to stress about perfection. This spread was a struggle as well. It's always the page that takes most of the time for me to create and the most tedious one, but I do use it, and so to me it was worth it to add into my Bujo. It's an overview of all the months in this year. Nothing special about it. I like to go back to this page whenever I create a new monthly log, so keep these kind of things in mind when simplifying your journal. What are the pages you will use in your journal? Is it worth spending this much time on only one page? For me, yes, I guess. Here, I also made my first mistake. So the 6th box is meant to be June, but for some reason I made a mistake, and here is where everything went wrong. Notice how I will take out my phone to correct this month and open the month of June on my phone? Yeah, I know. Keep that in mind while watching. This will come back to bite me. Here is my future log. A very useful spread. In here, we will write down anything that is going to happen, you guessed it, in the future. Shocking, I know. I did start to notice a problem I always had with this spread though, especially at the end of the life cycle of my Bujo. I missed space to write down things for the upcoming next month. So I had this crazy and probably super unique and life-changing idea to add a little box on the right page for future events happening outside of the following 6 months. Genius, I know. This is my goal page. It is here to keep me focused on my most important goals and motivates me. On the top, you can see my top 3 goals. Underneath is a place for tasks that I want to achieve in the next 3 months to reach my top 3 goals. I hope this makes sense. I don't know how to explain it any better. I divide my tasks into 3 months blocks to make them smaller and less intimidating. Here is my overview page for the next 6 months. I like to look back on the last 6 months and see how everything went. So this page is divided into 3 different blocks. On the right, there is a graph with trackers that I will fill out at the end of each month. On the left is a mini calendar with a box for every day from the following 6 months. You can use them for whatever you like. And on the bottom right, there are 6 blocks to write down my thoughts and how this month went. And I just noticed that I went all over the place when making this page, so I hope this makes any kind of sense to you guys. Okay, this is where my phone is going to come back. Here's my monthly log. Obviously, this is where I'm writing down everything that's happening this month. I'm using my phone to look at the weekends when... Oh, wait a minute. I was still looking at June. So let's try that again. I covered the mistake and we will start fresh. On the left, I'm writing down all the days of July, and this time I'm marking the weekends correctly. Yay! This is my tracker for July. I'm tracking only a few things that really matter to me: sleep, how much I move, my mood, and how stressed I felt that day. This is more about guessing than exact numbers, but if you would like to see how I track exactly, let me know. I'm going to be adding my tasks I want to achieve this month over here, and down below there will be a little space for extra notes as a little calendar of July. And that's basically it. Nothing too fancy, practical, but at least in my opinion still looking nice and clean. And here is the finished Bujo. I think I did a great job at lowering everything down to the most basic while still having fun and some creativity with it. Here's me approving. And here is my dumb face and big nose. Okay, that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will use my new spread in my bullet journal. To be honest, I already started using it. I filmed this after filming the other part, okay? As you can see, I'm sorry. But yeah, I will use this for a month and tell you how it's going. I have to say, up until now, it's actually going pretty well. I'm using it every day. I'm enjoying it. It's way less stressful, which was very important to me. So I hope it will keep working out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.